Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play some Hearthstone. I had a long day at work today and then the gym, and I'm just absolutely tired, which means the last thing I should be doing is playing some Arena, but here we are. What do you guys care? It's not your money to get the pay the price of admission, right? We're playing our Warriors still. We've got a mighty record of 1-0. Potentially playing someone with a lot of removal here. Oh, double Battle Rage. Now, it's worth noting Battle Rage has not yet been nerfed. It will be nerfed in the next patch where it will only draw a card for each damaged friendly character, which is certainly not going to be anywhere close to as strong. But hey, we'll abuse it as much as we can in this Arena match until we don't have an option to do that anymore. Alright, well those are a heck of a lot cheaper and more manageable. We probably won't have a turn 1 play. We could do a turn 2 play. Ooh, and actually taking out that Secret Keeper is going to be quite important. Excuse me. So we'll probably Harvest Golem and hope that she hasn't been too buffed by then. But we've got nothing to do this turn. Alright. Harvest Golem can at least do 2. I guess they can both do the 2. But this is unlikely to proc right now. Well, that's not true, actually. He would gain +1 attack on his own volition. That's interesting. There's the Battle Rage. It's still way too early for that card. But I'm going to go for the... Oh, he could trade. Oh, but it's okay. No, this... No, I have to put down the Frothing Berserker. The reason is that he can kill the Harvest Golem by trading with the Fairy and then ping it for 1 using his ability. And I really want to take care of the Secret Keeper. So we'll go for the 2/4, which will still die, I suppose, now that I think about it. Oh well. Either way is fine, I guess. I mean, the Secret Keeper is not going to grow as fast as, say, like a Questing Adventurer, for example, right? Because the Questing Adventurer can get a +1/+1 from anything, basically. And this will only trigger off of secrets. I probably should have done the Harvest Golem. There we go, there's the trade as expected. And that's all fine and good. And we'll play the Harvest Golem this turn, I suppose. Actually, the Tidehunter would have been handy last turn. Would have been very handy. But, well, I guess it doesn't make a difference either way, actually. Other than we would have saved our coin, of course, and then we could put down a forecasting cost guy. I would have actually quite liked the Arathi Weaponsmith because I could have cast him, equipped the weapon, and then killed the Secret Keeper. I'm really worried that she's going to become a... Damn it! A 2/3 by the time I can put down the Weaponsmith. So it's my fault. Maybe I should have just been more patient, waited for the fourth turn drop just to make sure. But what can you do? Now, is there going to be a good, simple way for me to kill this turn? I think it's going to be having to utilize both the Harvest Golem, which will die, and then plus my weapon, because I don't want it to grow any bigger than that. It just starts to become way, way too dangerous. This is not a very advantageous trade, but what can you do? So let's put down the Weaponsmith. Do that. I guess it's not going to kill my creature now that I think about it. And finish it off, taking 2 damage in return. Hopefully the game volume's not too loud. A few people requested that I put it up a little bit, so I've done so. I'm still a little concerned about the music, maybe flagging the video. Music is very annoying video game stuff. Frostbolt! Well played, although she got the job done by giving me a weapon. And there we go. That makes way more sense than trading your Arcane Shield. Azure Drake, I think, is actually going to be exceptionally well called for, just because it will utilize all of our mana. Although I could go Acolyte of Pain Murloc, which does leave a fair number of things to ping. And she could just use an Arcane Blast, but that actually wouldn't be quite so terrible. No, you know what? We're going to go Azure Drake because it'll be easier to cast one of these others in coordination with something else. Like I could go Guardian Murloc next turn, so that will be much stronger. That becomes more of a question of whether I kill this thing or not. I guess it's only a 2 damage Battle Axe, so let's go ahead and clear up the board. Just to keep the numbers down. I'm not sure. It may have been better to attack her, but frankly, 2 damage is not going to make or break the game, and even a 1/1 minion can get a little dangerous if other things start to occur. 2 secrets now. Well, I'm trying to remember. There's the ice block. There's the other ice blocky kind of thing. There's a counter spell, and I'm pretty low on spells. Is there one that bounces a creature back to the hand? Am I thinking the right creature? Or the right spell? You know what? I think we're going to find out. We're going to open up with an attack and see exactly what happens. Alright. Gain 8 armor, which is certainly annoying and delaying, but doesn't help give more control. It just buys her an extra turn, maybe 2, so that's not so terrible. Taunt Divine Shield is good, but I think I'm going to go for numbers, especially she doesn't have spell power right now, so even if she whips out the AoEs, she can't actually kill everything I have. Ah, right, derp, the mirror entity. I should have used the Murloc. That was my mistake. You know what, I'll even... I should have done the Murloc because... battle cries don't trigger on that, I don't think. Still, this is going to be a fine option here. And that's it for the turn. So I think she should probably attack my Azure Drake and then ping it to kill it. I suspect that's what she'll do, and that's going to be the strongest move. And actually, I suppose an Arcane Blast wouldn't be completely uncalled for. Whoa, that's weird. Fireball? She could still Fireball. What are you... Okay. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Gets rid of the Divine Shield. I'm still surprised. Because now I'm going to be able to just ping it with the sheep and get rid of it. Which I think is all I want to do at this point. We're going to sheep there. Reaper for 5. If I trade for the Drake, I'm just going to get pinged by the ability next turn, which I don't like the idea of. Although, what I really need to do is get her damaged, and then get some minions damaged, so that I can draw a bunch of cards with my stuff. You know what? Let's just go for some damage trade, and then we'll put down the taunt. Like that. There we go. And then we'll apply some damage to her creatures and do a big card draw with the Battle Rage. I wouldn't even mind if my my Drake takes damage at that point. It should be pretty nice. Ping for 1, yeah. That's the thing. The Divine Shield doesn't do so much against a mage.
I can taste the mana.
When you cast a spell, gain +2 to attack. Well, I guess you should have done that before your Fireball. Wow. The game must think I'm really bad because they're putting me against crap opponents, clearly. Right, I was going to say, didn't I have a taunt out? Derp, it died. Okay, well, I think this is going to be an excellent move here. We don't have another taunter. That's actually going to be kind of problematic. Because I'm getting a little close to my limit of what I can pull off. So I can put down the charge, kill off the mage. Yeah, I think that's going to be... Oh no. Shoot, it's going to die no matter what. I gotta make sure I don't die if she draws a Fireball. I do have my armor. I might have to... I think I'm gonna have to armor no matter what, actually. And just start building that to protect myself from death. Alright, let's... Shite. If I do the charge, I can trade. There's only... Well, there's 3 damaged characters. I could Drake draw, or rather draw. I guess actually that's the thing. If I draw, there's a good chance... Let's do that. Maybe I can get a taunt. That'll be acceptable. That'll work. End turn. Woo!
Well played.
I could have done a little bit more, but I was running out of time. I have 2 mana left. I should have put down the Elite. Although, armoring myself, frankly, I really may need to just armor myself every turn to stop myself just getting exploded or something. Alright, let's lead off with a squishy, ideally one with Battle Cry, assuming that we have a chance to do everything. I suppose the one with Charge wouldn't be so bad. Ooh. It'd be nice if I could start with that, but let's see. Well, here's a little bit of a combo. Acolyte of Pain.
Let the pain speak to me.
To Cruel Taskmaster. Into the Charger, which we will trade for her thing, especially since I still don't have any taunt. Plus, eliminating spell damage is pretty good. Alright, probably got another ice block going on. I haven't actually done any real damage to her, which is really annoying. This is definitely going to be a loss. Considering how many poor plays she made early on, this is really frustrating, actually. Like, no, I should win! How many cards do I have? 7. If I cast the Battle Rage, I'd go down to 6. I would draw 3, which is not bad. It'd be nice to... I could really theoretically draw 4. I want to kill that thing, though, is the big...
What now?
Which I don't really have the ability to do. Alright, we're gonna go... I really don't have the ability to kill it this turn. Very frustrating. So whenever you cast a spell, I guess it doesn't really matter that... Alright, we're gonna do this. I suppose I could at least damage it. Just draw as many cards as possible. Yeah, you know what? That works. Go as deep as we can. Armor up a little. We do need time, actually. Oh, interesting. Wait, what spell got countered? Oh, okay. My Battle Rage got countered. I was confused because I still drew 2 cards. But the Gadgetzin Auctioneer apparently triggered anyway. Alright, she's going to try to burn me down. Which I think is fair and wise. We're going to start off by trading there. A champion actually seems like an excellent idea. And we could put down the Grizzly to have a little bit of taunt as a backup, although that would mean not armoring up. Still, I think that's okay. She could pill. Oh, right. The Fire Blast would do 4 damage, which would kill off everything except the Stormwind. But that would be a little bit annoying. But I do have a huge handful of stuff, though. So, I mean, I gotta cast spells. I gotta win at some point. Yeah, you know, my creatures are at risk, but what can you do? Apparently she doesn't have a Fire Blast, though. Which is good news. And that's a lot of extra damage right there as well. We'll stack with a weapon to boot. Yeah, alright. Let's attack with everything. And then we're going to go Arcanite Reaper. Heroic Strike.
Well played.
Oh, which also counts as a spell. And finish her off! Whew! I was sure I'd lost there. Fantastic! Look at that, we made level 6 as our warrior too. So exciting. Which will give us, hey, whirlwinds for my constructed deck. Thank you very much. That'll come in very handy. We're going to do one more arena match. These are pretty quick, but I only have so much brain power, and then, I mean, I already make mistakes as is, and then I just start to make more and more and more mistakes. Bad news. Still 2-0. Not bad so far. Now, I assume the arena matches are ranked to a certain extent. I mean, does it take your overall account rank? does it take into account how you're doing on this arena run? For example, if I just got shitty cards, or I'm just doing bad because I came up with a bad combo, is it going to drop me down and down the ranks? I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if it works on a per deck basis, I guess. We're going to put the War Golem back. I think I'm going to keep the rest. I really like the Demolisher. Oh, you know what? We're going to get rid of the Battle Rage as well, because it's not really going to pay off early on. We don't need extra cards early on. We're going to be mana capped early on, so it's not a big deal. Oh, early Harvest Golem. I'm actually a fan of that. A turn 2 Demolisher might actually be really hard for her to deal with, and yeah, I like it. I could also turn 1 Fiery War Axe, but I don't think there's a good excuse to rush to that. I could just Whirlwind and kill this, reducing the amount of damage I'm going to take. It's to all minions, especially if next turn I'm planning on casting a minion of my own. Actually, I suppose next turn I could Whirlwind and then Axe and use the Axe to apply damage. You know what? We're going to use it for removal. I don't want this gnome to be around to apply damage to my Demolisher, is the problem. Like, I want it to live long enough to be able to proc at least the one time. If her best move is equipping a dagger, that suits me just fine, because next turn her creature will have summoning sickness, won't be able to attack right away. Alright, so I'll coin into the Demolisher. I think it'll help us establish some board control. And it starts to apply damage. I mean, it's effectively like a 3 power thing. Except 2, the damage doesn't require that it takes damage in return, but it's random. So it's, in a way, it's a 3/4 for 3. But slightly better, I think, even with the random aspect. It's certainly huge taunt bait. There you go, 2 damage, alright. Oh, and the questing adventure, that is a huge problem. Damn it, I was about to say I can still kill it right now, but now I can no longer kill the questing adventure. A 4/4 questing adventure is bad news. Trigger it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Of course you're gonna hit the wrong thing. Alright, what do we do about that? I think I'm going to have to trade in a hugely disadvantageous way to get this thing to die right away. And by that, I mean Fiery War Axe, trade 1, and then take huge damage just to try to finish it off. We can't afford to let that grow. Not one bit. In fact, there are some cool combos. There's like ways for you to give, as a rogue, you can give your creature stealth for a turn, and then yeah, it combos nicely with things like the Adventurer, things like the Priestess, for example. You can keep things alive pretty effectively. Well, I think I'm going to have to axe the wolf before it grows anymore and gives more bonuses away, even though it hurts. And then we'll put down the Silver Moon Guardian. And we've taken a lot of damage so far, most of it self-inflicted thanks to the weapon. But we've managed to not lose board control, which is important. And we have a few more cards in hand, and some of the bigger ones are still waiting to come out. Pops the shield. Does take 3 in return. Finally, we've inflicted some damage on the opponent. Oh, and then trades for the healer. How interesting. I actually wasn't expecting that. Blood Knight's not bad. The Acolyte of Pain, I don't think is the right time for it right now, but it does mean I could armor up. However, I think I want to put down the Auctioneer. I don't really have much in the way of spells in the deck at all, but at the same time, he draws a lot of attention. He's a 4/4. I don't think he was a good pickup in this particular arena because he doesn't synergize with my deck. I don't remember when I picked him up in the order or whatnot. I might have picked him up early thinking I was going to pick up some more of the warrior sort of splash damagey kind of spells, but it was not to be. Maybe I picked them up close to when I was grabbing all the Murlocs. All 3 of them. One day. I don't know. We probably can't actually Murloc in the arena, but I swear there's some arena drafts where I ended up seeing like 5 or 6 Murlocs, and all of a sudden that becomes like pretty daunting. Holy crap. This is actually... I think this game might just be unwinnable. That's going to be way too much beatdown, way too fast. Whenever any minion takes damage, gain +1 to attack. God, that's good. And Acolyte of Pain, start drawing some spells.
The blade be thirsty. Let the pain
Sure, let's do it.
to me.
I could take down her damage by killing the Alpha, which actually has a lot of value because she gets to attack twice. I think we're going to trade that way. And will this proc twice? It does. Look at that. That's quite the clock that she has to deal with there. It's actually my first time getting this guy into play. Sucks they don't have anything to protect him with. She will probably have to trade for him. Although that does mean one less beat. Well, it's not actually a trade. But she'll probably have to take damage for it. Although, I guess as a rogue, she's got a fair deal of removal in her hand as well. Certainly she wants to Wind Fury me at least once. Probably? Although I guess she could kill 2 creatures.
Ready, sir.
Mind if I roll knee?
God damn. Well, at least we know that the rogue has no surprises in her hand. Yeah, that's a lot of beatdown, and me without taunt, and without any real removal in this deck. Well, obviously I'm going to have to go around murdering a whole lot of things. Now,
What now?
I can start. I will have an Arcanite Reaper to rely on.
Bring the
I
pain.
think we're going to do that. Get some card draw. Oh, now, see, that actually has potential to be really helpful right now. Although it's not required. So we're going to use the Frothing Berserker to kill the Harpy.
I strike.
And then the Auctioneer, kill that. I have to reduce how much damage that I'm about to take. And we could put down the War Golem. Or multiple creatures. I could Arcanite Reaper and Armor Up. I think I'd rather have the creatures on the board. You know what? She might not have an Assassinate. Let's drop the Fatty. And see how it goes. I mean, she just emptied her hand. She just drew one from Death Rattle on the Gnome, and just drew another one. I assume she's got Assassinates, although she may not have any in deck. It is Arena, and hopefully she didn't draw it, and if so, we might actually be kind of scary here. Put her on the back foot for the first time all match. Alright, 2 damage to me. Frankly, just racing me down is not a bad idea, and maybe I should have just done the Armor Up whatever trick. But I think we're going to race back the other way. Because I can do this, Boulder Fist, Armor Up, end turn. Buy myself a little bit of extra time. She's dead in 2 rounds unless she kills something or puts down a Taunter. And I'm dead in not that much. Like, I've got some time based on what she can do. Drawing more cards is certainly a pain in the ass, though, because that gives me more ability to draw targeted removal.
This is our town, scrub.
Okay, that's starting to be a lot of stuff on the board, which is a little scary. I still don't want a Doomsayer. Although... Ooh. That...
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
That's bad. Shoot. Now I wish I could Doomsayer. Well, I can kill enough stuff so that I don't die. And drop a Doomsayer, which she'll target, because I don't have a taunt. That's the problem. Although she doesn't have a taunt either. I can do 13 damage on the board. Plus 5 is 18. Are you kidding me? Oh! And a Cruel Taskmaster. Oh, I'm going to be able to do this.
What now?
I'm going to be able to do this. Unless I'm mathing things out poorly, but I don't think I am. 13, 14, 15, 20.
Back to work.
That's 2 really close matches in a row. Boom! GG! Oh man, the last turn is the best turn. That's when everything gets done. And another victory. 3-0. Should I go for one more game? I know, like, I know it's not that late, but I've had a very long day. Early morning, hard day. I'm really worried about my my brain not being at full functioning power here, but I guess we'll go for one more. That's what always happens, right? You're always, oh, just one more game, just one more game, just one more game, and then everything goes to shit. That's the way it goes. Now, so this will be where we go to 4-1. So I'm preparing you guys. Here comes the letdown. Then we can discuss the errors that I made in the comments, because God knows people are going to make sure to tell me everything I did wrong. I like the early Whirlwind, but we're going to drop the rest. All great cards, but not cards we need to start with. An early Doomsayer is very funny. Very funny, and you know what? This guy does operate on having a lot of things. The problem is we don't have a way to defend the Doomsayer. We just don't have enough taunt in the deck, and that's what you really need. Especially if you're going to cast it when he's in a position where he's got a lot of crap. And yeah, he's got 7 health. I keep forgetting about that. That is a lot of hit points. And you know what? Let's go ahead and rush out the Murlocs. It's decent enough first turn play. He's not going to be able to consecrate my guys at this point, so having 2 is actually very handy, because probably I can trade for a couple things. Oh, no! Randomly split, and he gets the perfect frickin' combination, of course. If I put down the Swordman, he's just dead. Should I bait with the Swordman? Or the Doomsayer? I wonder if it's possible for him to not die. You know what? Let's try it. We'll just armor up. Just for the lulz. God, this is the game I'm going to lose. Just for the lulz, I'm going to Doomsayer next turn. And as long as he can't do 7 damage, and he's not set up to do that at this point, he'll be able to do 5 damage to it. Oh, sure. Now that all my Warlocks are gone. Or Murlocs. Could have had the combo.
The end is coming!
Alright, deal with it. Can you deal 7 damage? Although he's going to get his golem back. Oh, he is going to be able to do it. Well, it's kind of a taunt, so I guess it works out. That is a shame. That is a real shame. Oh man, it would have been so sweet. Alright, now we gotta play for real. That's not good. I don't want to play for real. Oh, we have no real good plays, is the problem. I'm going to put down the, I guess, the Murloc War Leader. Because he's least useful to me, and at least he will trade 1 for 1 if he decides to attack. I suppose he might just sword it. That would actually be really annoying.
Give me a quest.
Oh, for crying out loud. Everyone's got questing adventurers? Of course. Oh, gain attack equal to attack the weapon. Holy crap, this is going to be a short game, guys. This is going to be unbelievably short game. How do I deal with this? Suppose I could go for the draw. I think I'm going to put down the Auctioneer, and then I'm going to Whirlwind.
Job's done.
Because... Oh, he costs 5, never mind. Shoot. Because I was going to say, at least I can draw a card. At least he can't well, he's a true silver champion now. I was going to say, at least he couldn't one-shot my dude. But he's got that right, and the questing adventurer gets stronger at the same time. This thing is really good for creature removal because of the heal. Because then you don't worry about taking it as much. I think we're just... This is... Like, I don't think there's anything I could have done with the cards I had. It's more of a question of... Like, I may have just done a bad draft. But based on his draw and my draw, there was... That's that. GG. Here, I'll battle rage just in case. Nope. Alright. Wow, that was a craptastic match. I'm gonna have to review that one just to see if there's something I could have done differently, but I think he just had the cards this time around. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.